morning, all. Good morning. I'm very pleased to have this opportunity to welcome you all to the Mississippi East Center and for today's announcement. Today marks another growth opportunity for Jackson State University for its faculty, staff, and students. The partnership we are announcing today epitomizes what JSU is all about. Educational opportunities for our students, economic impact, enhancement for the Jackson area, growth opportunities for our faculty, and expanding the brand of JSU. Today would not be possible were it not for a couple people. And I want to formally recognize Judy Meredith, where are you? Judy? And Bill McHenry, the Executive Director, raise your hand, Bill, of the Mississippi East Center. Without their connections with Edward St. Pé and communications about this project and the possibilities, this would not have occurred. So again, welcome everybody here to the East Center, which is affiliated with Jackson State. And it houses small business development, all of our research opportunities. It's a grand facility. And now it also houses the Digital Media Center as well as Weathervision. So today we are here to formally announce and open the Digital Media Center, and more importantly to announce our partnership with Weathervision under the leadership of Edward St. Pé. Weathervision, as many of you know, produces weather broadcasts for hundreds of stations across the country and soon to be internationally. And the Digital Media Center houses WJSU Radio, TV 23, our student station, TV 22, our Tiger Sports Media Network, and Weathervision's operations. I do want to take a second to recognize a couple of people who are in the audience with us today. Our new chair of the Mass Communications Program, which will be working closely with this, is Dr. Colson. Dr. Colson, could you raise your hand? I saw you a few minutes ago here. All right, he must have stepped out. I see our mayor, Mayor Johnson, joined us. Thank you for coming. Councilman Tillman, thank you as well for coming. And I also see Bob Owens, Vice Chair of the IHL Board. Thank you very much for joining us today. Now let me go into a little bit about the partnership with Weathervision. It involves Mr. St. Pé moving to this facility, and he is renting space in the facility for his Weathervision operations. Along with Weathervision, he's also bringing with him the Jackson Teleport operations. So when the mayor and folks are on Meet the Press, they will now come here for their presentations across the country and the world. He will also be bringing WEAL, his radio station that is very community-oriented, which fits in perfectly with the operations here at Jackson State University. And he has an outstanding film collection that we'll be utilizing on TV 23 for various activities. And we are also participating now in the International Film Festival that Edward provides leadership to, which will also be coordinated out of this facility. JSU will tie our meteorology program, the only one of its kind for historical Black university in America, with the Weathervision activities. So there'll be internships, classwork, and there'll be a media lab right here in the facility for our students. We also will be able to, the students will be able to have live experiences with directing, producing, and participating in weather broadcasts. And we eventually look to establish a weather broadcast minor here at Jackson State University. Edward and his team will also serve as mentors, course instructors, beginning this fall. The radio station will carry some of JSU sports programming, as well as enhanced community programs. So we're able to expand upon the offerings that we already have with our award-winning WJSU radio station, and we'll expand offerings with TV 23, where we hope to challenge the Weather Channel someday with our operations out of this facility. I don't know if we're going to do weather on the 8s, but we are going to be starting to do weather every 10 minutes on TV 23. These are just a few of the highlights about what this partnership is, but those directly involved have much greater insight into every component of this. So let me bring forward Dr. Wilbur Walters, who can elaborate a little bit from the academic perspective.
Good morning, everyone. I would first like to thank President Myers for this forward-thinking, very progressive, and innovative initiative. It truly is. The talk about it started about a year ago, and it really ramped up. And the excitement that was put behind it to make all this come to fruition over just this 1 year has been amazing. And it has really pumped a lot of energy into our students, faculty, and staff. The Jackson State University Meteorology program has historically been a very strong program, rich in science and research, and even on-air broadcasting, as many of you may know some of our local broadcasters, Paul Williams, Ken South, and even Vivian Brown at the Weather Channel. But now what this partnership does, it solidifies us to be able to actually produce nationally trained scientists and on-air meteorologists. We have worked with Mr. St. Pei over the last several months actually to integrate what he's doing into our curriculum. So this is going to be something that's solidified for the long haul. So again, President Myers, I'd like to thank you on behalf of our alumni, faculty, and staff at Jackson State University in the Meteorology Department. Along with our alumni, we are committed to making this program, this partnership, a success. As well, we look forward to be one of the flagships of the institution. Thank you.
Let me take a point of privilege. I will change the agenda a little bit. And we're going to add a student to have her comments about what this means to her. So let me bring forward Jessica Foxworth, who is a senior meteorology major here at Jackson State University.
Hello, like he stated, my name is Jessica Foxworth, and I am a senior meteorology student here at Jackson State. And firstly, I'd like to acknowledge President Myers and her administration for developing the partnership with Weathervision. I thought it was a fabulous idea. Jackson State's atmospheric science program has produced 1 out of every 4 African Americans that hold a bachelor's degree in meteorology. However, since its creation, they typically only had 1 track, and that's research. So students that were interested in broadcasting typically went to other institutions that had a broadcast-based program. Now, with the implementation of research and broadcasting, the students will get the best of both worlds, so to speak. Not only will they be able to relay their forecast to an audience, they'll be able to make their own forecast. So the upper hand that JSU's program will have on other schools is that the students here will get a degree in meteorology that is more well-rounded, and they will be able to enter into a very competitive workforce. Thank you.
I think she has a bright future. Now, let me bring forward Dr. Carolyn W. Myers, President of Jackson State University.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I want to ask Mayor Johnson to join me up here. We are the Urban University of Mississippi, and we are in the wonderful city of Jackson, and we appreciate the city's support. I want to extend a warm welcome to everyone that's here that came out this morning to celebrate this opening of Weathervision at Jackson State University. This is truly, truly a great day. And although I love hearing people thank me, because usually I get, letters and people are upset, that goes with the job. Please, please be aware that this occasion is the result of many talented and committed people working together to ensure that our students get what they deserve, simply the best education possible. Our partnership with Weathervision is a natural fit for Jackson State because, as you just heard, it will give our students real-world experience doing weather forecasts in front of the camera. They'll not only get to put into practice what they've learned in class, but they'll get coaching and mentoring from a veteran meteorologist whose work is known throughout the world. Thank you, Edward St. Pay. This collaboration also expands Jackson State's broadcast capabilities. We renamed our broadcast center the Digital Media Center because it encompasses so much more than local TV and radio. Jackson State University can now be seen and heard around the world. That's innovation. This partnership is just one example of the type of work that's going on at Jackson State University that is deepening the quality of the learning experiences that our students enjoy. I'm truly grateful to everyone who worked so hard to make this partnership happen. After all, it's about Jessica and the future for this whole planet. We are one Jackson State. I thank you for being here. Mayor Johnson, would you like to make some comments? And thank you for your support.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Madam President. It is my pleasure to be here along with Councilman Tillman representing the city of Jackson. We're so proud of Jackson State University and the innovation that takes place on campus and in halls and of the buildings there. But this really reflects a tremendous a new level of innovation, bringing in the kind of talent that Edward St. Pay represents in terms of broadcast, but also the connection, the reach that he has across this country is tremendous. I was in a remote place somewhere and looking at the Weather Channel, looking at the weather, and here's Edward St. Pay broadcasting. I don't know where it was, North Dakota or somewhere, and that kind of reach is tremendous. So this is a wonderful partnership. Edward St. Pay has reached out into the community. We actually have a broadcast program that I do on his community radio station. He's reached out. He uses the planetarium for his International Film Festival. And so he's a tremendous asset into the community. So now we have two wonderful assets coming together to further education here in the city of Jackson, and again, putting Jackson State on the map, and by the way, in the process, putting the city of Jackson on the map. So we appreciate that so much, and we certainly, anything that we can do to help support this effort, we will be more than willing to do it at the city of Jackson. So thank you for allowing me to say a few words. I appreciate it, Madam President.
And now, let me bring forth Mr. Edward St. Pay, Weathervision himself.
Thank you all, and good morning, everybody. Nice to see you. Thank you, Madam President and David and everybody for coming today. You know, I think that every now and then you get to a moment where you have sort of a pivotal a breakthrough, you know, in your personal life or maybe in your work life. And we've been doing this weather project for a number of years. Jason is our chief meteorologist. He's been with me for 15 years. And we've had a lot of young people come through our weather project, and we've seen them go on to the Weather Channel, you know, and other markets around the country. I've always thought, you know, that somehow I just had a feeling that something like this with Jackson State meteorology and what we're doing would be a fit. And then one day, somehow I came across Judy Meredith's email, and I looked at it and I said, Judy Meredith, that's my old friend Judy Alsbrook. So I emailed her and we started talking, and she said, I think it's a great idea. We need to bring that to the Madam President and let the university know about this idea. So then I met David Ward, who's been just absolutely a pleasure to work with on this thing. And David took me to the president, and the next thing you know, we were on the road to making it happen. And so I'm just very humbled to have the chance to do this, and we're going to give it a good shot. I think we can do great things, and I'm just very proud to be a part of Jackson State. So, thank you.
I'm also going to put someone else on the spot right now. Bob Owens, could you come forward? Hey, I always got our IHL board members. Would you like to say a few words as well?
On behalf, I'm Bob Owens, member of the College Board, Vice President of the College Board. College Board is the board that oversees the 8 universities in the state of Mississippi. And one thing, and also I want to tell you, I'm a graduate of Jackson State. And today is another day that it makes me feel really proud. And the board is recognizing great things that happen at Jackson State, and we all appreciate and look forward to greater things. Thank you.
I do want to take out, because he's here, Mr. Armstrong. Could you raise your hand? He is one of the original litigants in the Ayers case that dealt with the funding for grant funding here for the historical black universities in Mississippi. You know, this is part of that dream that you had with others years ago. And so I just wanted to take the time to recognize you and thank you for being part of that case. So ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the formal press announcement for Weathervision and the Digital Media Center. Well, what I would like to do is to invite everyone to enter into the complex. As you will enter in, you will have an opportunity to see the lab as well as Weathervision's facilities. And then you can move forward into WJSU's facilities, and then you can keep going and going. You can take advantage and look at the TV studios for TV 23 and so forth as our Digital Media Center continues to expand. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming today, and you're welcome to the